Beautiful girl is Maverick, and Maverick is our American kestrel. Now these beautiful birds are native to the western United States. You can actually find them flying around here in Arizona. It's very common to see these birds out in the desert, but also in the cities. In fact, if you've ever heard the name sparrowhawk before, you are looking at a sparrowhawk right now. That is the most common nickname they get, and that's because they are very small, just like a common sparrow that you might see flying around. But these birds are a bird of prey, so they are related to hawks. Now, out in the wild, these kestrels are very special when they hunt because they are one of the fastest birds of prey in the world. But if you watch the way she beats her wings when she flies, they beat them very rapidly, and they are one of the only birds of prey in the entire world, and one of the only other birds in the world that has the ability to hover just like a hummingbird. Now, the only other bird kestrel can stop mid-flight and hover right above that area. This little girl is Billy the Kid, and she is our baby African pygmy goat. She's actually only about 2.5 months old. The reason why they can do that is because they have very special hooves. Goats have what we call cloven hooves. That basically is a fancy term that means as they run and jump around, their hooves split in half to absorb all of the shock and impact of landing on hard surfaces, feet wide. So it's often been said that adult pygmy goats look like they swallowed a tire because their tummies get so big and round. We've got a very friendly bird coming out next with Denise. His name is Malachi, and Malachi is our green-winged macaw. These beautiful birds are native to Central and South America, and they're actually native to the rainforests of South America. If you look at the back of his wings, it's very easy to tell how they get that name green-winged macaw. Macaws are known for those bright, beautiful colors. Because they are such a gorgeous bird, a lot of people like to own them as pets. They can throw that temper tantrum because one thing they're going to do, just like a 2-year-old, is scream. But their screams can be heard from up to a mile away. He was actually a donated pet, and we think he was very helpful around the house because he's learned to do some pretty useful things. One thing he's good at is answering the door. So Malachi, will you tell us, what do you do when you hear somebody knocking on the door? That's right, you tell them to come inside. Now, Malachi is always willing to meet new people, and he'll let friends and family inside of the house. So when somebody new comes in, or somebody that you know, how are you going to greet them, Malachi? How do you do that? He can be very scary himself. He's always going to scare those bad guys away to protect his family. And how are you going to do that, Malachi? Are you going to bark like a dog? Oh, that's it. Her name is Gizmo. Gizmo is our fennec fox. These little foxes are native to the Sahara Desert of Africa. And believe it or not, you guys are looking at a fully grown fennec fox right now. They are the world's smallest wild canine. So this little girl is not going to get any bigger than what you see. They usually weigh about 2.5 to 3.5 pounds. Now, Gizmo herself is very small, but who could tell me what's really big on Gizmo? Her ears. Yeah, she's got some really big ears. And they also have that light coloration of their fur to help them camouflage in with their environment. Right there is Sticker, and she is our African crested porcupine. Which means you guys are basically looking at a giant rat running around on stage right now. They are related to rats and mice and ants. I have to let her know, like I would do it, I started. Wow.